Welcome back, everybody. This is 1 month later. If you're listening on the podcast and you probably just heard Matt's amazing new intro, thank you so much for that. Um, you know, we are going to be talking about WandaVision episode 3 today. I was going to say we are going to talk about like the negatives and the positives, but honestly, there's not that many negatives to talk about for this episode. And then if we have a little bit more time at the end, we're going to go over the possible theories that we said last time. So if you weren't here last time or you haven't listened to it last time, you can find us on Spotify, YouTube, hopefully pretty soon, and Google Podcast, Apple, all that stuff. And I think there's a stream here on Twitch as well.
So I think that end scene with the big dome, I think that proves that we aren't in someone's head as much as all these are actual people running. Especially like this episode with those guys trying to tell Vision there was something wrong, but they couldn't because they thought they would be get tossed out when they would fracture like what was going on. I think they're all real people actually living, and I wouldn't be surprised if when this like all falls apart, that it just Vision's like corpse or Vision's body, like hooked up, and she's like using her powers to make it like a puppet.
And you know
That should be crazy. Like no town is just like ruins, like a big crater or something, and she just laying there over him.
It might be the town that they found them in the other movie, and maybe she went back there.
could be
And
another thing that makes me think that these are all real people and they just fallen victim to whatever it is that Wanda is doing is that after Wanda delivers the twins, the Dr. Nielsen, before he goes to help out, he was going to go on vacation, right?
Yeah.
To Aruba, but he doesn't. And when the babies are finally delivered and Vision is walking him out, he tells him, "Hey, you can go on your vacation now." And Dr. Nielsen tells him that no, that
I don't think I will.
that's just not going to happen. And he specifically says, small
escape.
towns are hard to escape.
Yeah.
But the way that he says that, the look on his face, the tone, all of that stuff, again, it's like that, like underlying uneasiness type of,
Twilight
almost
Zone.
like Twilight Zone type of vibe. So I think that it, just speaks to that idea that they are all, in one way or another, a prisoner of this reality.
So he was trying to get out, but basically blew it when he saw that she was gonna have a baby and stayed or whatever. So what you're saying?
No,
is,
his car wouldn't start.
His
Yeah,
car
but
was
that's just one that wouldn't let his car start, I reckon.
exactly.
I
It
don't
was.
know. She was a
It
little
was.
Trying to
preoccupied.
escape.
so if he's an agent or a shield guy, why he trying to escape? Aren't they trying to
No,
they're
infiltrate
all-
her?
I think they're all like messed up in the head from her like manipulation.
Yeah,
Hey,
Dodge's
if
radar.
these guys end up being robots, Carlo gonna have a hell of a laugh. I'm
Yeah.
telling you that
I
because
know. If you are robots,
I'm telling you.
Carlo is gonna have the greatest, speculation call of this whole show, man.
Wanda, I am sorry.
Well, Carlo actually had another theory. He thought that Monica was a scroll.
Yeah, so I thought they were going to fight. I thought they were going to throw down. I was like, yeah, this lady's the scroll. She's like, she got caught, and I'm glad that they didn't have a throwdown because it just builds up on that momentum. Because if they would have fought, it's like, oh, like yeah, easy. It would have been cool, but it's not building up on that. So, but yeah, my scroll theory is out the window now. But that was my first thought that Geraldine was a scroll, but no. I'm thinking. Then I thought she might be a Ultron robot, but no, she's human. She's with sword.
You went on mute.
Oh, his mic went off again.
There you go.
And they're trying to infiltrate and use Wanda's powers because she's like a nuclear bomb, and it's like, and we want to harness her power and blow something up.
So what do you guys feel about? So I don't know if you guys read the same things, but I've been reading a lot that people don't like these shows because there's not enough action and it's just not what MCU is.
This is building a story. Leave the actions
Exactly.
for the movies and have the stories on the shows.
Yeah.
That's the way I say it.
Yep.
I'm loving.
I'd have to agree with the people. It ain't got no action, but I mean, like I said, I like dialogue too. So it just depends. You know, you got to give it a chance. It's definitely not The Boys or anything like that.
You know, this is more comedy. This is more comedy and storytelling than anything so far. But we don't know. It might end up being action packed.
Oh, I'm 100% sure that like episode 8 or episode 9, there's gonna be some action for sure. Like there's gonna be some fighting.
I think so too. And even if there isn't, if there really isn't, or if it's like extremely mild or muted action, I don't know. I may be in the minority here, but this type of storytelling coming from Marvel is something different, but it's something that I think is paying off in terms of character interactions, character I don't say development because they are playing different roles, but it's still a different aspect of the characters and the MCU world. And if you think about it, it kind of plays into who Wanda is, right?
Right.
I mean, in the comic books, and when we mention this over and over, it's all about chaos. And what is more chaotic than just portraying a completely different character than or persona than who she is, and throwing this whole world into a complete reality warp. And I think that's pretty cool.
I think it's also
that, storytelling so far and what it's building up to is super enjoyable.
Yeah, because I think it's also like
Wanda is like controlling like the baby stuff around the crib, and you see that it's like it's not realistic. And I'm thinking, wow, like Marvel has millions of dollars on this budget, but you can kind of not see. It's like, wait a minute, is that intentional?
Yeah.
Maybe they're trying to make it like 70s special effects.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I was thinking, yeah, maybe it is intentional, but I'm wondering if they're going to continue that trend with the big fight scenes. Is that going to be like
No.
80 special effects or no?
I have a negative.
Uh-oh. What's the
So
negative?
that inspired me. So
Right.
last week I complained about how when the dinner cooking scene, how she didn't do it all magic and why she couldn't just do it with her powers.
Mm-hmm.
But in here, she's doing everything with her powers without having to ever do anything actual. Like, why couldn't she have just in the last? I know none of it is like realistic, but if she's able to just build all this stuff and paint the walls with her powers, why did she need to use her hands at all to cook the dinner? Why, like, things are flying out the window and she's burning stuff. She could have just done it all with her powers, just like she did in this
I
episode.
think that goes back to like the sitcom. So like in the 50s, that was the joke. That was what makes it funny that she could not do anything.
I know, but it just kind of like if it was, I'm not expecting it to be realistic. I'm expecting it to be consistent.
Consistency.
I think
Yeah.
it is consistent with it saying like this is 50s and this is how bad this is what we're gonna do, and then we move to 60s, 70s, and it's consistent in moving with the decade. That's how I see it. So,
80s,
but then,
90s, I reckon it's
Yeah.
gonna get through the time.
but as you can tell, whenever she got thrown, or when Monica got thrown out into that field and stuff, that didn't look like bad CGI, right? That looked pretty good. So, like when it comes to the real world, I think they're gonna use current day CGI. I don't think it's gonna be consistent to whatever decade that episode was. It's gonna be real world kind of thing. So, but have you
Yeah,
guys?
I love Geraldine's face, like, what the hell is happening? Like that was like good acting. Her facial expression, like, I was like half comedy and half like, whoa. Yeah.
They probably didn't tell her that they like put a wire on her and they just yanked her. And so of course that was all. No, I'm just kidding. No, that way they can get
Real
the
life.
actual emotion. Yeah, like what's going on, right? No, that'd be pretty cool.
I got another theory.
Go ahead.
So you saw how her pregnancy went so fast. I have a theory that the kids in the next couple episodes are gonna grow like that.
I think
Yeah.
I've seen like,
And,
a little
in the
toddler.
next like 3 episodes, they're gonna be fully formed teenagers.
I'm sure it's gonna be by the next episode because I'm
And
pretty
we're
sure
gonna get
I've seen the trailers
spin-off
with the kid
Of Young
being-
Avengers.
Yo, if that happens, go pick up your comic books at in the
Yeah. Everyone's got to get their Young Avengers fix. Yo, I don't think anyone remembers half of them besides Hulkling. Like half the and that female Hawkeye,
Kate Bishop.
Kate Bishop. There's Kate Bishop. It's Hulkling, Speed
And she's already on the show. She's already on a Hawkeye show. So,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah,
I bet
she's on the- she's
I
on the
bet
show.
I bet
So
that
this is-
She-Hulk. I bet
Boom.
that She-Hulk and Bruce Banner end up mixing their DNA somehow, and bam, we get Hulkling, and
But
bam,
Hulkling isn't related to Hulk in any way.
he gives
just
him the
did-
power. I know.
But he's a Kree skull, right?
He's half Kree, half Skrull.
Yeah.
But he just took on
He's-
the name Hulk.
He's OG Captain Marvel. He's Marvel's son.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
He's an alien.
He's like the real Captain Marvel.
Yeah, the real
Like-
one.
Like that's his son. And that's
So he's
why
not the real Captain Marvel.
no, his dad is the real Captain Marvel.
I'm joking, guys.
But like I think with Kate Bishop going to be in play and the kid's now born, it's easy enough for them to move these pieces around and that be a show or a movie because now like all the events in the world that have happened with Endgame and stuff and that you saw in Spider-Man Homecoming. How everybody is it Homecoming the second one?
Yeah.
No.
Far
No.
from home.
Far from home.
Far
And
From
Far from home. How like people are back and how the world is like reacting. How everybody now knows who the Avengers are and all the stuff that went on and everyone knows. You know what? That can inspire these kids to take on after the Avengers. And you get the
Young
Patriot.
Avenger.
You get Patriot trying to form the Young Avengers, and you're gonna have Kate Bishop. You're gonna have Speed and Wiccan already exist.
And then Kid Loki with the show. Maybe they'll show how his boy joined Young Avengers too. Yeah, I like that theory. Kid Loki was a Young Avenger.
That's right. Kid Loki joined the Young Avengers for a cool minute.
And that's the
I don't
Stranger
even
Things
remember
kid,
that.
right?
Huh?
The Stranger Things kid is gonna be Kid Loki in the
That's
show.
right. That I remember hearing reports. What's the name? Finn something.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
Finn
yes.
Wolf
Finn
something.
Wolf something.
Finn
That's
Wolf.
the
Yeah.
Stranger Things kid.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's
Wait.
also the kid in It, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Stranger Things, right? The one with the wavy hair.
Yeah, but Carlo, that's a good like spec, man. Idea, a good theory, man. I completely forgot that Kid Loki did join the Young Avengers for a while. That'd be
How
cool,
do you
man.
think they would do Iron Lad?
You know what?
Ironheart.
I really don't think that they're gonna go the Iron Lad route.
They're gonna go Ironheart, right?
Because
The little black girl.
yeah, because Riri is honestly she's a lot bigger than Iron Lad ever was, man. You know?
Yeah, I
It'll
think
be Ironheart, but it'll be her daughter. It'll be that girl from that 10. What is it? That 10 Reasons Why. Is that the girl that plays
Oh yeah. I hope not.
Dark's daughter? I reckon she'll be Ironheart.
No, she's not gonna. No,
because it'll make more sense.
she's not gonna be Ironheart. Because it's definitely gonna be Riri.
Well, yeah, it's definitely gonna be Riri because they are working on her show already.
Yeah.
But she could be, I don't know, maybe like a Ironheart, and she could be, the new Rescue or whatever.
Yeah.